Ladies and gentle gamers, welcome back to To Be Determined. In today's video, we're going over the Chocolate Factory 2.0 update that just dropped on the Hypixel SkyBlock Alpha, which I know is not what we were hoping to see on the Alpha next, but it is a pretty cool update, so definitely think it's better than having nothing on the Alpha. So we're going to go over everything today. So if you guys enjoy it, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's jump straight into it. So if you do / Chocolate Factory now, you'll notice that there's two new employees that you can unlock, the Rabbit Uncle and the Rabbit Dog. And these are unlocked at different prestiges. So Prestige 1, before you prestige actually, your Chocolate Factory is at level 1. You'll still have the normal 5 Rabbit Bro all the way up to Rabbit Granny, the ones that we've had in the past. But after you prestige the first time, you'll unlock the Rabbit Uncle, and you prestige the second time, you'll unlock the Rabbit Dog, which the Rabbit Uncle will give +6 chocolate per second for every upgrade. So we'll go ahead and get him up to level 20 real quick. And after that, you unlock the Rabbit Dog, which will give +7 chocolate per second per upgrade. So definitely a great way to increase your chocolate per second. They didn't add any new towers to the bottom section here, but they did do something with the chocolate shop. So you can view the shop now and see that there are chocolate shop milestones, which unlock special rabbits by spending chocolate. The max one is unlocked at 800 billion spent in the chocolate shop, which is pretty crazy. But you can see you unlock different rabbits as you go along, and you'll unlock 250 million chocolate. You'll get the Zeta Rabbit, which is the first mythic rabbit that you can get. At 25 billion, you get the Mu Rabbit. At 300 billion, you get the Sigma Rabbit. And at 800 billion, you get the Omega Rabbit. Each of these rabbits has special rewards, which we'll go over in a little bit, but they did also add some new items to the chocolate shop here. So they now added the chocolate dye, which costs 4 billion chocolate, the Chocolate Factory Barn skin, which is 5 billion, and the fish chocolate, whatever, however you pronounce that. Basically, you give this to Hoppity and you can get his Abby phone contact. It does cost 50 billion chocolate and a rabbit the fish, which we're not really sure how to get that. I'm guessing it's either from a chocolate egg or possibly from just being in your Chocolate Factory menu. Maybe it pops up in here somewhere at random occasions, but there is one more, which is the Chocolate Fortune right here, which permanently gives you 1 chocolate bean or cocoa bean fortune. It costs 2 billion per upgrade, and you have to be prestige level 6 to unlock it. And you can see the prestiges you need to be for these new items as well. So Chocolate Factory 6 for this one, and then Chocolate Factory 5 for the chocolate syringe. So now you can't just get to prestige 1 and then unlock all of these things. They do have prestige requirements. But basically the Chocolate Fortune upgrade goes up to Cocoa Bean Fortune 25. And I don't think the cost increases every time, so it's just straight up 50 billion fortune or 50 billion chocolate to unlock the max fortune, which is 25 cocoa bean fortune. So pretty nice little upgrade for our farmers here, but they did add a ton of new rabbits as well. So on top of all the ones for the chocolate shop milestones here, which is 24 new rabbits, they also added a total of 62 new rabbits, and you can see the new ones by filtering right here. You can see the ones that have requirements. So basically they are going to require you to have done certain things throughout the game. So you can't just start a profile and only be doing Chocolate Factory on that profile and unlock all the rabbits without actually playing the game. So you can go all the way to the right and see the lowest requirements. The tree requires you to find 15 unique egg locations in the park. Spider requires you to find 15 unique egg locations in the spider's den. So that's what a lot of the common ones are just finding those in the different areas. This one requires you to have killed a golden Jerry. This one's for the hub, the crystal hollows, the ends, deep caverns. This one requires you to find a certain amount of duplicate rabbits. But these are all the common ones. They're pretty simple, nothing crazy for those. But then you get to the uncommon ones, which require you to have killed certain Slayer bosses sometimes. Like this one is Rev Horror tier 3, Void Gloom Seraph tier 3, Sven tier 3. This one requires you to have found a certain amount of duplicate rabbits. So there's a lot of different requirements for each one. Inferno Demon Lord tier 3 is a pretty big one for an uncommon, I feel, but that's all the uncommon ones. There's 2 rare ones, which require you to have found unique rare rabbits and duplicate rabbits. There's 3 epic ones, which require you to have found unique and epic rabbits and duplicate rabbits, as well as defeat Necron in Catacombs for 7. And finally, 2 legendaries, which require M7 completion and collect 20 unique legendaries. So they're pretty crazy for some of the requirements. M7 is insane. There's not going to be a ton of people that are going to have this one. But let's also just take a look at the new divine rabbits, which you can unlock after you get to the new prestige, because Chocolate Factory does get to Chocolate Factory level 6 now. That is a new prestige, which you can get free chocolate here on the alpha. So I'm just going to do that real quick. We can go ahead and upgrade to Chocolate Factory level 5. And then once we get to level 6, you can see we get 2.5 chocolate production multiplier. The max rabbit rarity is upgraded to divine, and we can get employees to level 220. But those divine rabbits do have a pretty cool perk. Basically, they increase your max employee level by 1, and there's 5 of them, so you can get your max employee level to 225 once you've hit Chocolate Factory level 6. So that's pretty cool. And again, all of these new mythics, the Zeta, Mu, Sigma, and Omega rabbits, they have special perks as well. So the Mu gives increased time tower production. Omega doubles the odds of finding golden rabbits, which we'll talk about in a second. Sigma gives each of your mythic rabbits an extra 5 chocolate per second. And Zeta reduces the cost of your employee upgrades by 1%. So again, golden rabbits is a new thing that can happen. Basically, in your menu here, you can get, you know, special rabbits that pop up and they give you just a little bit of chocolate. They used to stay for only 5 seconds. Now, if they pop up, they'll stay for 20. But there's a chance that they're a golden rabbit. I haven't seen one of these yet, but I'm guessing it gives some pretty substantial chocolate. And basically, whenever there is a spring event, you know, going on where you can actually find eggs and things, you have a chance. Oh, right there. Like, that's just a regular rabbit that only gives 7,000 chocolate, so not very good. But if you get a golden one, I'm sure it's a lot higher rarity. But you're more likely to find these rabbits whenever you have just claimed an egg. So make sure every time you claim an egg, check your Chocolate Factory, stay in for maybe 20 seconds, see if you get one of those golden rabbits, and then if you don't, just go on and grab the next egg. For those of you that are trying to do this to the maximum efficiency, unfortunately, they did add some new spawns to the Crystal Nucleus. I'm not sure where they are because, again, it is autumn on the alpha right now. But apparently they're just trying to make it a little bit more of a hide-and-seek game instead of just memorize the 5 locations and find one of those sections. They did also fix duplicate rabbits, so if you look in your rabbit section, you can see this rabbit I have not found any duplicates of, so whenever I find a duplicate, it'll give 1.2 million chocolate, whereas this rabbit I have found 2 duplicates of, so it's going to give 20% more chocolate than the duplicate that I found 0 of. So when I find this rabbit, it'll give 1.4 million instead of 1.2 million. And basically this will max out at 100% after you found the duplicate 10 times. So it's a pretty cool upgrade. Apparently it was supposed to be doing this the whole time, but it was bugged and it didn't work. So that should be fixed now. One other thing that they did as well is if you are a dungeon grinder, unfortunately they have fixed pearls working in the dungeon trap rooms. So if you didn't learn one of the old strategies with the rabbit hat for getting through trap, unfortunately you'll probably have to learn that now because pearls don't work in there anymore. But I do want to see real quick what these dyes look like. I'm going to turn my texture pack off for a second. So let's go in the Chocolate Factory, grab all this free chocolate that we can. The dyes cost 4 bill and the barn skin costs 5 bill, so we'll go ahead and get enough for both. It won't let me warp to the garden, so I guess I won't be able to see what the Chocolate Factory barn skin looks like. Let's take our fiery crimson chest plate and see what it looks like with a chocolate dye on it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a little bit orangish, but like it's not that drippy. Let's be honest. It's really not that drippy. Maybe having one piece of crimson with it would be okay, but like I don't know. Personally, not my style. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It's absolutely free. It helps me out a ton. And thank you again for watching all the way to the end. Hope y'all have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless.